Welcome back to another episode of Myths and Mysteries in Black and White with your two hosts, Josh and Ed, aka Black and White. First things first, Ed, how you been, mate?
Yeah, alright, mate, not too bad. A bit good. Well, fucking football season's finished, so
Yeah.
it's like, what can you talk about now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah, alright. Same old shit at work. Nothing new's really happened, really.
Nah.
Well, I've pretty much paid off my wedding, so...
Hey!
Yeah, it's not too bad, so...
That's mad how quick that's coming up as well.
Next month.
That is fucking mad.
Yeah, 4 weeks tomorrow.
Fucking Jesus.
Well, when this goes out, it'll be 3 weeks, so...
Yeah, well.
Fucking hell.
Actually, when this goes out, it'll be a week from your stag do.
Well,
no, it'll be like 5 days from your stag do.
Yeah, because it's on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
I'm pleased about that. At least I got the right day booked off. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this week we will be talking about another... Is it classed as a cryptid?
I'd say it's more folklore, more myth, but you could probably bring it on some sort of cryptid, some sort of creature, what could be out there. But
yeah.
I'd say it's more from the folklore of the Navajo.
Yeah. Well, before we actually get into that, I just want to quickly say a massive thank you to everyone that has emailed us or messaged us in some questions for our 23rd and season finale episode.
Yeah.
Can't believe we actually got quite a few. I'm not going to say we got hundreds because we didn't, but
no.
we did get a fair few. So
yeah.
For those of you that have emailed in so far, thank you very much. And for those of you that haven't or are thinking about it, please do. Regardless of whatever you want to ask us, whether it's to do with the podcast itself or you want to know just a little bit about Ed and myself.
Yeah.
Feel free to message us literally anything.
Yeah, don't worry if you think it's stupid, because if there's no such thing to us as a stupid question.
No.
I mean, fucking hell, this is a podcast about monsters and fucking aliens and conspiracies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
so
I mean?
There's nothing out the book, shall we say.
No.
Literally any question you want.
No.
Which, I've got to admit, some of the questions we've had, they are quite diverse. Some have been about the podcast, some have been about us.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for, like I said, those who have sent us in some. But going back onto this episode, we will be talking about, as Ed said, a sort of folklore creature known as the Skinwalker.
Mm-hmm.
So as I start all of these podcasts, Ed, what is a Skinwalker?
A Skinwalker is from Navajo Native American.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say its actual name because the Navajo daren't speak about it. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, I'll do it out of respect, because they say if you actually say its name, it will come for you.
Almost like a Bloody Mary-esque type
kind of thing, yeah. But the gist of it is a Skinwalker is a shaman or a witch, an evil an evil shaman, and they can shapeshift into any animal they please.
Right.
But you can tell it's not true, that animal. Say it changes into a fox.
Mm-hmm.
It will walk weird. It won't. It looks like a fox, but it
you can tell it's not. Sort of thing.
There's something off with it.
Right.
And it's the same when they're in human form. They say like there's just something off with them, and
yeah. So what is their actual form then? If it's not human or animal,
it's a human. It's a human. So they say it's a shaman. It's a witch doctor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It just looks a bit distortionate. Like
when
weird.
They start going into like dark magic, should we
yeah.
say? Like personally, I don't. It's something I can't really believe in like dark magic and magic in general.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There's stuff out there that I can't explain. No one can explain.
Right.
Some weird shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like for instance, like whenever I see like Dynamo.
Yeah.
Some of the shit he does, usually I can try and
pick it out.
Yeah. But his stuff is beyond. Like a lot of people say, like it is like otherworldly.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to him if he ever does listen, but he looks a bit otherworldly. But you know,
yeah.
So do we. So
yeah, exactly.
He's one of us.
Represent.
But it's that when they're in human form, you can tell they're a skinwalker because they wear like animal pelts.
Right.
Which is a common thing with Native Americans, but that is just like a thing that they do. They stick out.
Yeah.
They wear the animal pelt.
I suppose it's common in, like you said, in native areas and that, but it's not common in today's society, is it? You don't see people going around Tesco's with a fucking jaguar skin on their back or something, do you? So,
no. Because if I saw it, I'd be ripping it off.
Yeah, fucking too, right.
And I don't know how it's happened, but like, especially like the last couple of years, like I've seen on like TikTok and other like YouTube and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of sightings.
Oh, right.
To this day, there's been a lot nowadays, and I'll say that it's quite similar to like what we talked about with a Wendigo.
Yeah.
They can mimic voices. You know, if it sounds close, they're actually far away. If it sounds far, they're close.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah, and I'd say, because Wendigos are Algonquin.
Right.
Skinwalkers, Navajo. And Navajo tribes, they're more Utah, Nevada, hot country.
Yeah.
Hot parts of the country, shall we say, sorry. Whereas Wendigo with Algonquin, it was more north.
Yeah, like Canada, your Alaska region
yeah,
sort of
like
thing.
Canada and stuff like that. And if it was a real creature, like how we said with the Wendigo, I'd say they're kind of the same creature.
Right.
Very, because there's been sightings of, like, which I will do a podcast on, like werewolf, dogman kind of shape, like a humanoid shape, but with like a wolf's head.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Or it goes in the other direction, like a Wendigo, how it's humanoid, like a crawl, like real skinny, gaunt.
Yeah.
You know, they can chase after you and stuff like that. And but also, because I will go into it as well, like about Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
It's not got a lot to do with skinwalkers.
Right.
It's called like Skinwalker Ranch because hundreds of years ago that used to be like Navajo land.
Right.
And there was a war between Navajo and the Utes.
Yeah, I take it two different tribes.
Yeah. And the Utes took over this area of land, but the Navajo cursed it with the Skinwalker.
Right.
So with that, got its name, Skinwalker Ranch. And with with a lot of paranormal experiences what go on there, then I'm not saying it's more to do with like UFOs, cattle mutilations, that kind of thing, which I will go more in depth with. And it has got some beastie kind of things, more my kind of thing, but it's more mainly about UFOs and stuff like that, like really weird shit.
Right.
With that, so, but yeah, that's the only reason that it's known as Skinwalker Ranch, is because it used to be Navajo land.
Yeah.
Let's say what would they look like? They'd that's what I mean, because they're meant to look like an animal or a human. Like it's hard to say, but whereas if from a cryptozoological standpoint,
yeah.
It could either be like a Wendigo-like creature, a dogman, which is quite when you hear werewolves and stuff, you automatically think of the full moon howling and all that.
Yeah.
Whereas in reality, a lot of legends, a lot of stories, a lot of sightings are of what you'd class as a werewolf, but at any point.
Yeah.
It don't have to be a full moon.
So
it's that creature.
Yeah.
It's its own animal.
Yeah, it don't go from human to that.
No,
that is it. That's what it was born like. That's what it is now, sort of thing.
Yeah. Which, let's say, we'll have an episode, which will probably be my next episode.
Yeah.
When we get to mine.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that'll probably be a werewolves of Dogman, because that goes that's global again.
Yeah.
But so it's a difficult one to say, because some people like in folklore and that say like a coyote, it'd be like a coyote's body and that, but with a human head.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, it's bollocks. I'm not trying to upset Navajo people. I'm not trying to disrespect them, but I'm trying to see it from what could be real.
Yeah, a genuine creature sort of thing.
Yeah. Like, I'll try to do it like with Bigfoot, how I think that could be real. Nessie, how that could be real. Even Dogman, how that could be real. A fucking coyote with a human head, that's bollocks.
Yeah.
That is utter horse shit.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree fully.
So I think of it more of like a Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
I'd see it more as like a crawler. It's a humanoid, but it's not human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So do you believe the aspect that, if so, like, it is a legit thing and it is like a Wendigo, do you believe the aspect that it can change into an animal, or just...
No. Shape-shifting and that is biologically fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Like, I know you've got, like, it's magical things that happen. Like, some animals are like hermaphrodites. They could be a man or like a male or a female.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we see a lot of it in human culture right now.
Yeah.
You ain't got... I don't want to go into it too much, but it's like, are you a man, are you a woman, are you a fucking saucepan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's one of them, like, I just don't know, like... But with like, the whole of changing from a human to an animal, your bones would break, you know what I mean?
Your whole
anatomy
would have to change.
And for me, that is
physically impossible.
Yeah, that is biologically impossible. So I think that is rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's what they believe in, and as well, as they always class it as like a bad, like an evil shaman and that. Could it be like a spirit or something? I don't know.
Thing is, if it's like a shaman or something, could it be like, if the shaman exists, they've put a spell on these people or something like that? Or...
Shamans do exist, like witch doctors.
Yeah, have they put a spell on these people that's what they think they're seeing? Do you know what I mean? Instead of it's not actually there. For all you know, it could be just a genuine fox or a wolf or bird, whatever. But in their mind, it's like frazzled, and it's like, what the fuck is that thing?
Yeah, like somehow like force fed them like fucking hash brownies or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, to see a purple dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it very well could be. I mean, what we see in films of Native Americans and that, they like to pass the pipe.
They do indeed.
We're not like that, but if you are, fair play to you. Just not my cup of tea, personally. Nah. The skinwalker is most frequently seen as a coyote, a wolf, fox, eagle, owl, or a crow.
Right.
They apparently have the power to assume the form of any animal they choose, a decision based on what specific abilities are needed. For example, a skinwalker may use a bird form for travel in pursuit, or escape, or otherwise. Navajo also believes that skinwalkers have the ability to steal the face off a person, kind of like a doppelganger.
Right.
I don't think it's like it's coming up to you and ripping your face off.
Yeah, it's like mine.
Yeah, doing like a leather face on you, but with no chainsaw. So, or Ned Gein then.
Yeah.
The Navajo believe that if you ever lock eyes with a skinwalker, they can absorb themselves into your body. So is that like a possession then?
Yeah, well, that's the sort of lines it sounds like it's going on.
Yeah, so
it's like it has to look at you to become it. Almost like, it sounds ridiculous, but like how a Transformer does. If you've ever watched the Transformer films, they have to look at the car and scan it and all that shit to become
like
that car.
when Bumblebee does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying these things scan you, but I'm just saying, do you know what I mean? If it's to look like you, how's it going to be able to do that if it hasn't seen you?
I think it's more as well, like if you lock eyes with it, like it goes into you, like it becomes, like possesses you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So that's a bit weird. Like, even though we spoke about demonic possessions and that, they've probably got the right. It could be like it's the same kind of thing, like with Native Americans and that. They've never heard of possessions. Or
of course they haven't.
Or demons of such, like from from a Christian, but like Bible or something like that. So, in their way of a demon, is skinwalker.
Yeah.
And when people might have got possessed,
they've
been possessed by a skinwalker. So that's what made them like act out of normality.
But even like we was on about with the demonic possessions, where we said it could have even come down to mental health.
Yeah.
There still would have been mental health back then.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have been fucking diagnosed then. So it could have been someone like a schizophrenic or something like that, and you think he's been possessed. Because that's not him.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Skinwalkers took his body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that totally. So, alternatively, though, some Navajos believe that if you make eye contact with a skinwalker, your body will freeze up with fear, and the skinwalker will use that fear to gain power and energy. Skinwalkers, like many other malevolent legends, gain power from a victim's fear. It is said to say, "Skinwalker out loud will attract them to you."
We're fucked.
As this has been marked, to say their name aloud is to invite them to yourself.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure it's not the actual name it's not the actual word skinwalker is what they're actually called.
Yeah, which you're not saying.
I will not say. If you want to know what it is, look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I personally won't say it out of respect for Navajo people, and I don't really. If there is fucking such thing, I don't want.
I'm
that.
good.
Yeah, I don't really fancy that. Fucking. Could you imagine that? Actually, I'm laying in bed, I'm watching telly and that, just chilling out, you know, on a Thursday evening like I usually do. And I look out the window and there's some fucking bloke standing there with like a fucking fox's head or something. Looking at me, so I'm gonna fucking take you now. I'm like, you get fucked.
Yeah.
I'd lose. I'm not gonna say I'd win, but I'm
give it a fucking good go.
I'm leaping because when I go to bed, I'm usually just in my boxers, so that thing's gonna have more of a fright than what I am. Let's be perfectly honest. And I'll fucking leap at him.
He's like, nips.
Tubby ape I am. Skinwalkers are usually very hairy in their human form. I'm not a skinwalker. And often wear animal pelts. See? I don't know.
Yeah, we're good.
Some Navajos describe them as a perfect version of the animal in question. The skin may just be a mask, which are the only garments worn in the initiation ritual. Since skinwalkers are shunned and despised, numerous attempts have been made to hunt and kill a skinwalker. They are not usually successful, however. Sometimes a skinwalker will be tracked down only to lead to the house of the tracker, or someone known by him, as in European werewolf lore.
Yeah.
A human form will keep any injury sustained during animal form, which is sometimes a good way to find a skinwalker hiding in your village. It is said that if a Navajo was to know the person behind the skinwalker, they had to pronounce the full name, and about 3 days later, that person would either get sick or die for the wrong that they have committed.
Right.
So, pretty much, if you say I was a skinwalker,
yeah,
and you knew about it, if you said like say I was in the form,
yeah,
you'd have to say my full name, and then in 3 days' time, I either get sick or I die.
Nice.
Do you see what I mean? It's so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Like, I keep using this word, but it's so fantastical.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where it's just downright fucking outrageous.
Yeah. It's good for like a fucking TV show or a film, but real life, it's just a case of...
Yeah, boy.
What? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
Well, if we do, like... Because we spoke about the Wendigo episode, but we wanted to do like our two detective Netflix show.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah.
Say, and then like season 1's like the Wendigo. We could do season 2 on Skinwalkers.
Yeah.
You know, they just become paranormal fucking investigators.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's not a bad shot.
But then again, would it be a rip-off of Supernatural? Well, no, because they were more demons and
all that shit.
Christianity.
Yeah, we ain't exactly bringing religion-esque into it, are
really.
we? So...
Just Native American hunters.
Yeah.
Even though our characters wouldn't be Native American. Or could they be? You never know.
Ancestors could be.
Yeah, could do it. We'll make it work.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, fuck off. It's our show.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
It's trademarked.
Yeah.
If in a couple of years' time it comes out on Netflix, you get sued.
Too right. We'll get her. We'll get her who lawyered Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
She'll have your pants down.
Mate, she was unbelievable.
Incredible.
She made them look like twats.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever happened has happened and everything. We'll never know the full story, shall we say, but she fucking tore them a new one.
Yeah.
She made them look like they'd never done a fucking
thing in their life.
No.
Well, to be fair, looking at some of the things they said and done, have they ever done this before in their life?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's very true. It was also believed to kill a skinwalker in animal form was to shoot it in the neck with bullets dipped in white ash.
Why white ash?
I don't know. It's like sage and stuff like that. It's got like properties, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's very like medicinal or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like they always say use sage and that to ward off witches and
and like fucking was it garlic with vampires and all that sort of shit.
Yeah. Silver with werewolves.
Yeah.
And Wendigo.
Yeah.
Fire with Wendigo as well. Some say skinwalkers can have the power to read humans' thoughts. They also possess the ability to make any human or animal noise they choose, regardless of the current form. Like I was saying, they can mimic.
Yeah.
Like what a Wendigo is meant to be able to.
Yeah, yeah.
A skinwalker may use the voice of a relative or the cry of an infant to lure victims out of the safety of their homes, since a skinwalker cannot enter an inhabited home without invitation, similar to a vampire.
Yeah.
So it's very... There's a lot... But the thing is, like, this was from years and years ago before the European settlers and stuff like that. So
is this where they got the, for lack of a better word, ideas from then?
What, for vampires?
Yeah, and all that sort of thing. So it's like...
Very possible, but also didn't they have... Like, even before... European settlers, didn't they have stuff like about vampires anyway? I'm pretty sure they did.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I'll be something to look into.
Yeah.
I think I have got a vampire episode.
Yeah, I think we was on about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense if we're doing like a werewolf/dogman one. Yeah. It makes sense to do a vampire one.
That is what they need to bring out, like on a show on Netflix or so, like a really good, like because we've had Supernatural, which is fucking brilliant. I've started watching it again. We need something like that again.
Yeah,
but like differently.
Yeah,
they have tried with a few things. It's just not hitting the mark.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Where they need to have these sort of creatures in it, kind of thing.
Like, they've tried to redo Van Helsing. I'm not a sexist person.
It's so shit.
I can't get it.
It's so shit.
I'm not a sexist person, but if you wanted a female vampire hunter...
You had one. Her name was Buffy.
Yeah, and that was sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all out the story... I mean, they done it as, like, it was Van Helsing's ancestor or something, didn't they?
Oh, I think they did something like that. Yeah. But it's just so bad.
Is it?
It's so bad.
Oh, fucking hell.
The original... not the original, but the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing is one of the best films I've ever seen in my life.
So underrated.
It's brilliant.
So underrated. Like, because it got a lot of stick... Because it was meant to be a second one.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But, yeah, it never come through. Yeah, but, like, the depiction of werewolves in that...
Yeah.
Are the best I've seen.
Yeah.
Him who played Dracula...
Perfect casting.
I thought he was
fucking perfect casting.
Hugh Jackman was made to be fucking Van Helsing.
Yeah.
They say, oh, he's made to be Wolverine. Nah, he was made to be Van Helsing. Kate Beckinsale was lovely in that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the accent was a bit...
Yeah.
A bit rum. But I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
But I thought that film was fucking
It was
brilliant.
incredible.
It ain't gonna win Oscars. Let's be honest.
No,
like, but it's such a good creature feature. It's such a good bringing all the old vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein's monster,
Jekyll and Hyde. There's another one. Was he meant to be a zombie? Igor? Was he meant to be like a zombie
Igor,
type thing?
Because he was like Frankenstein's fucking mate, weren't he?
Yeah.
Master, you know that one. All they needed was the creature from the Black Lagoon, and they'd have had them all.
Yeah.
And the mummy.
Yeah.
And they were going to try and bring all them.
Yeah.
When they remade the mummy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I can't stand it, because I'm not a fan of Tom Cruise.
He's so overrated.
Yeah. I do not like Tom Cruise because when they said they was bringing out a new Mummy film, for a start, I was like, you can never do a Mummy film without Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
But even though they were trying to like then bring in like Dracula, werewolves, yada yada yada, I thought, all right, give it a shot. And then I saw the cast and it was fucking Tom Cruise. I was like, no, that's it. Fuck that.
It's fucked.
I ain't watching that.
How you feel about Tom Cruise is how I feel about Adam Sandler.
Don't you like Adam Sandler?
The one thing I like him, but every single one with Adam Sandler and Tom Cruise, their films are identical. They're not playing a character; they're playing themselves.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's starting to get that way with The Rock.
With The Rock, Brad Pitt, I find
they play themselves.
Yeah,
they're not playing a character.
No,
they're fucking shit.
No, it's not like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
like
he's the exception out of them lot. Like A-list celebrity. But can play a banging role no matter what he does. You like, and the polar opposite.
Johnny Depp, he's a fucking.
And Johnny Depp, yeah.
Johnny Depp's a chameleon. He can do what. Like, Gary Oldman, he's a chameleon.
Yeah.
He can play any fucking role you want him
to. But like you said, The Rock, Adam Sandler, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, they're just playing themselves.
Yeah.
In this world.
Maybe there's a few exceptions, because I mean, there was that film with Adam Sandler, weren't there, where he was like a jewelry bloke. Apparently he's unbelievable in that. Like it's a serious film, which I can't picture.
Imagine him.
No. But apparently it is really, really good, and he's actually done a really good job on that. So I might have to give that a watch at some point.
Yeah.
But it's not my cup of tea.
Nah.
There's no giant monsters in it.
Nah.
That's the key to my heart. If you put on Godzilla or out like that, or Jaws, anything where it's got a creature in it, I'm yours.
But going back
Don't tell Courtney that.
But going back to what you were saying with the whole films that feature things like vampires and werewolves. I mean, let's be honest. What's the biggest one out of them all? Twilight. Oh, and look how shit it was.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care. All right, I'm sorry. Do you know what? I'm not even sorry. If you like Twilight, you're wrong. Okay.
I can hear Courtney running out now to give me a good
It's got vampires and werewolves. No, hand. It's got human fucking lollipops because they're frozen. And it's got wolves. Not werewolves, wolves.
Dire wolves.
They are exactly. Yeah. They are fucking dire wolves. They're not anything remotely like a werewolf. So piss off with it. And you got some fucking stupid soppy love story in the middle of it with one of the most boring fucking women I've ever seen in my life, who can't act to save her fucking life.
Oh, she can, to be fair. She has done some good films lately.
Well, in that she fucking couldn't.
No.
It was so bad.
It was
They're
bad.
so shit.
Yeah.
And then it was building up, right, to that, because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen them. Granted, I had to watch the first two in school. Yeah. So I was like, I've watched, yeah. Oh, in English, of all things. What has English got to do with Twilight?
Ain't got a clue. I think it's because it was a book, weren't it?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, and then again, in our school, getting someone to read a book is just like, I don't know.
Imagine if they stuck 50 Shades of Grey on there.
Oh, that would have been mad.
But yeah. Back and he's fucking... What's Johnny wanking for?
Fucking Jesus. But yeah, watch the first two, so I was like, do you know what? Might as well watch the rest.
Yeah.
Fucking pointless. And then you got they're building up for this big battle at the end. Yeah. And there's about 20 people in it? Mm. And then half of the fucking main lot die. And then they kill the fucking villains. And then it turns out none of it happened. It was all a vision. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck have I just wasted my time for? To watch a load of fucking dogs and men lollipops fucking battling it out for it to not happen.
To be fair, though, there's one bit that right makes me laugh. It was because, what's his name? Jacob.
Yeah.
Imprinted on the daughter.
Yeah, that was a bit noncy, wasn't it?
Bit dodgy. But it calls her Nessie. And it's just how she comes out and went, you nicknamed my kid after Loch Ness Monster.
It's so cringe. I
right laughed at that.
It's so cringe. And that kid, that has to be so... How can they have perfect CGI with the wolves in that? Because even though they weren't werewolves, they looked good.
They look smart.
They look good, right? That kid has the worst CGI I've ever seen in my fucking life. When it's a baby to grow... It is so bad.
Oh, no.
So fucking bad.
It's a bit madness.
Yeah. So if you like Twilight, fuck you. I'm not editing that out. I'm fuming. Fuck Twilight.
Courtney still be friends with him, though, yeah?
Yeah. But, oh, mate.
They're not good.
They're so bad.
But then it's so... Because then they've done the TV show Vampire Diaries...
Everyone's banging on about that. I never watched it.
Like, we got the shock of our lives last week in the pub. That we were talking to a friend of ours, Alicia.
Yeah.
And she was on about Vampire Diaries, and also Nelson, who's just like 60-year-old bloke, he's like a man's man and everything like that. He just turned around and went, "Fucking love that." I was like, I was thinking, nah, he can't be talking about the right thing. Then he was on about the spin-off, called the original.
Yeah.
And everyone, I'm like, he does know about it.
He's fucking fan of this.
Yeah, he's actually a big fan. I'm like,
what the fuck?
He's the last person I expect to be a fan of Vampire
like
Diaries.
I tell you what it's like. It's like if for argument's sake, if someone like Ross Kemp come out and said, "Yeah, I was a massive fan of Twilight."
Yeah.
That's what it'd be like. You'd be like, eh?
Yeah. Phil Mitchell comes out and says, "I love Glee."
Yeah. Yeah. You're just like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Got right on a tangent then.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I'm fuming. But like you said with the monster, it's not just Twilight, even though that is a shower of shit. It's all monster films, like you said, where it's like, you had Van Helsing, that was the trendsetter. And you're like, yeah, okay, they can't go wrong with this. Oh, no, they're going to make fucking human lollipops. And they're going to make fucking wolves that ain't wolves. No, sorry, they're going to make werewolves that aren't werewolves. And then they're going to make fucking this Vampire Diary shit. And then they're going to make fucking...
Vampire Diaries isn't too bad.
Yeah, but still, compared to Van Helsing,
it's
a monster show. It's meant to be about monsters.
Yeah, it's more...
What is this soppy shit then?
Yeah, mate, too lovey-dovey.
You're like, fuck off. If I wanted to watch a soppy film, I'd watch Love Actually. Not this shit.
I don't know.
And I wouldn't even watch Love Actually. Fuck that film as well.
It's not a bad film.
Oh, piss off.
It's not a bad film.
Oh. Right, come on, let's move on to Skinwalker because I'm getting my blood's boiling.
Yeah, mate, I'll watch the fucking Spice Girls film. So it's...
Oh, yeah, fucking true. I still can't believe that.
Fucking banging film, mate. You gotta watch it.
No.
It was last week at the pub, weren't it? And they done a song, and I recognised it from Spice Girls film.
Fucking hell.
And then it was Libby went, "That's where it's from." I was like,
fuck that band.
Skinwalkers can be spotted and singled out from other people because their eyes glow like an animal's, sometimes even more so, even in human form. In animal form, they can be spotted by moving stiffly or unnaturally or acting strangely.
Yeah.
So they're not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we were saying before, there's something off with them.
Yeah.
Skinwalkers use spells and charms to instill fear and control in their victims. Some of the tools at their disposal include fragments of human bone launched by blowguns, which can poison and kill the unfortunate victim, and human bone dust, which can cause paralysis and heart failure. Skinwalkers have been known to find traces of their victim's hair, wrap it around a pot shard, and place it into a tarantula hole. Even live rattlesnakes are known to be used as charms by the Skinwalker. A Skinwalker can use anything of personal belongings and use it in ceremonial rituals against the person they are doing evil against. So if you lose, if you know you place that little fucking trinket somewhere and it's gone, and then shit starts happening to you, you know a Skinwalker's got fucking on your tail.
What does that say? They charm snakes as well.
They use snakes. I guess.
So in places like Marrakesh, where they fucking play in the tube and the fucking snake starts, you're like, nah, that's a Skinwalker, bro.
Either that, or he must like cut open. You know what I mean? Like using rattlesnake's blood and shit.
All
like
that shit, yeah. Voodoo-esque type thing.
Yeah. I'll say it's a lot like that.
Which makes sense if it's like come from like old shamans and all that sort of thing. Yeah, all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Skinwalkers use a powder called corpse dust, also known as corpse poison, corpse powder, or anti, to poison victims. Corpse dust is composed of ground infant bones, often twin infants, specifically bones from the fingertips and back of the skull.
Jesus fucking Christ!
The Skinwalker will blow it into the faces of their victims or down the chimney of the victim's home. Soon after the victim breathes in the dust, the tongue starts to swell and blacken. They undergo convulsions and die not long after.
You sure they're not just having an allergic reaction?
Very welcome. Yeah, Yeah, you imagine that, like, it got a nut allergy. They fucking accidentally inhaled a peanut or something. They're fucking there on the floor, like, convulsing and all that. No, Skinwalker's got it. There's corpse dust somewhere, we've got to get out of it.
Like, no, bro, he just needs an EpiPen.
Yeah. Nah, Skinwalker. That's what it is. I'm not having anything. That fuck, look at him. Look, he's dead. He's fucking Skinwalker done that, the bastard.
Fucking hell.
We've just insulted so many people.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Some medicine men were said to be so in tune with the flow of nature, they would often take the form of a sacred totem animal. Totem animals are kind, gentle creatures that have grown on humans so much they acquire a sacredness and are honoured with dances, music, and artwork. So is that what? Fucking dogs, cats?
Cats, yeah,
birds,
definitely. Goats. Well, devil, but they're still devil worshippers and that. So
shit, yeah, horses.
That sort of
cows.
thing, yeah. So if you see anyone dancing near a pig, leg it.
No, I think these are like good things, like good people, good medicine men.
Oh, right, no. Hug them.
Kiss them, I don't know.
Shag the pig.
You just told our listeners to go shag pigs. If I drive to work and I see some bloke hanging out the back of a pig, I'll be like, well, at least I know we've got one listener. Look at that. Go on,
squeal
boy.
for me, boy.
Squeal, piggy, squeal.
Oh, my God.
But these men are not to be confused with skinwalkers. However, medicine men practice healing, blessings, and the removal of curses, whereas skinwalker seeks to harm humans, lay curses, and practice evil whenever possible.
Right. So like a good and evil-esque type thing, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Where, like say a medicine man, they want to be more of a horse, should we say?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas skinwalker would rather be a wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So far, Josh, what do you think?
Well,
it's a good myth.
It's a very good myth.
It's a very good
myth, but the key word there, myth.
It is definitely a myth.
Like this.
I could try and fucking make it sound real.
It's not. Come off it.
But there was, like I say, there's been sightings, but that they're not of like what they're describing.
Nah, they're just clapped animals by the sounds of it.
Well, they're just very outrageous looking animals.
Yeah.
They're, or humanoid creatures, or like, because I remember I watched it was a video on TikTok. I might have sent it to you actually. It was like of this bloke. He was like in the middle of a field, and he's screaming like, "Hello, help me!" But he's just standing dead still, like, yeah. And it's like, well, he can't be too bad because for one, he's standing up unless he's in a fucking bear trap.
Yeah.
And two, like he's just standing there, like you'd be screaming, you'd be shaking and doing all sorts, wouldn't you? Unless you're on a landmine.
In that case, yeah, but fuck, mate.
Yeah. So, but I can't see them being many landmines in Utah. If it was in Ukraine or somewhere like that, then fair enough.
Yeah.
But not in what?
Might be a bit touchy.
Yeah, but let's be honest. We know what's going on out there. It's fucked. Don't get me wrong. It shouldn't be happening. But fucking, if it was someone standing on a landmine shouting help in Ukraine, you get
I get you coming from. Yeah.
Whereas you don't get that in fucking Utah.
No. No. Yeah, you got a point.
Unless there's some farmer who's right fucking hell bent on people. And just
He's willing to blow his crops up just to get them.
Like goddamn coyotes. I know I'll stop them and just put landmines out in his fucking fields. I can't see that. That'll do it. Attaboy.
Oh God. Oh.
So yeah, but no, it's eerie, that video. I think maybe because they put background music in it as well.
Yeah.
It was fucking eerie. Like, even I was watching, like, what I don't know. About that,
It's a bit weird.
And yeah, so the whole the shapeshift bollocks.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
is rubbish. I mean, if they truly believe in that, and if they've got evidence to back it up, fair enough.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'll eat my words, but I can't
No.
I can't get behind that.
Like you said, it's biologically impossible.
No, yeah, exactly. That is. I'd know dragons are more likely to exist.
Yeah.
Than that, you know. And I really want dragons to exist, but you know what I mean. Like, I really can't see it.
Nah.
I really can't see it. I could try to get my head around most things, like to understand it is real or how it could be real.
Yeah.
But the whole shapeshifting, no, I can't get into that.
Nah. I agree. It's baffling as well at the same time. Where it, like you said with how TikTok and YouTube, where it's just come from out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
Like, all of a sudden, just bang.
Yeah, I think as well because it seems like people have gotten very dark. Like with like there's a lot of like ghost stories. Like people love a ghost program.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like investigators, they love a good bit of like horror. They like to be scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They love, and it's something that's unexplained. Like they love all shit like that.
Yeah, I think as well because it's unexplained.
You know what I mean?
I think as well because it's unexplained, you've sort of got that. You can put your own opinion to it.
Yeah.
Where if it's like dead hard facts, your opinion's invalid, really.
A Komodo dragon's a Komodo dragon. That's it. That's
yeah. Yeah, you can't be like, well, what if it's a fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, it's some sort of fucking lizard god. No,
yeah.
It's not. It's a Komodo dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's got that. It has got that mystery, that myth behind it.
Yeah.
But the way where they could be getting confused with, like, seeing a creature, like what's not natural, what they don't really know about, or it's killed people or something like that, and then they classed it as that must be something evil, that's something that someone's done who's probably been shunned. Well, I'll say it is, say someone done a bad thing, say they killed someone,
yeah,
and they banished them,
yeah,
and then later, like this creature's like showed up and it's like killed people and everything. They're gonna blame it on him who they banished.
Yeah,
even though he's probably still dead in the ditch somewhere, got eaten.
Yeah,
they just don't know that. So
it goes back to that. It goes back to that whole witchcraft-esque, do you know what I mean? Like, just fear, just straight fear.
Yeah.
You fear what you don't know and what you can't control.
Yeah. And as well, like, a lot of the time, like, with a lot of the myths and everything, it's always, like, to keep the kids well behaved.
Yeah.
You know, don't go out after dark, the skinwalker will get you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't go out after dark, the boogeyman.
Yeah.
It's their boogeyman.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's how I see it. But if it was a creature, it'd be something like what I think a Wendigo is.
Yeah, that's... Well, the only plausible thing, in my opinion.
Like the Wendigo, or they've seen Dogman.
Yeah.
A werewolf. Thing is, right, when we do, I'll more likely class it with werewolves, because for one, it sounds better.
Dogman. That sounds like one of them blokes that get paid to walk like everyone's dogs.
Yeah. But, they've probably seen, like, either a werewolf or wolfman or fucking... Or Wendigo-like creature.
Yeah.
The thing is, like with, like I say, Wendigos, they're meant to be in the cold, and they're skinwalkers are in the desert. So it's a different breed. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find an explanation where it could be right.
Yeah.
Where they could go on that route where they've seen something. Because that's always the thing, especially like with a lot of cryptids and that. Like, even with Bigfoot, like, or something like that. I don't even mention Bigfoot, like. Even though I do think there's something out there to do with that, I'm not 100% because there's nothing been found.
Yeah.
But and you can do it with most of these cryptids, because I watched a documentary, but that was about Bigfoot. But you could do this with loads of other cryptids and monsters and stuff. Because they say there's no fossil records. You don't realise actually how perfect the environment has to be to create fossils. Say we've got one, like a Tyrannosaurus fossil. There's probably hundreds or thousands of species what are there at the exact same point what haven't been fossilised, because it has to be perfect amount of oxygen, it's got to be right amount of heat, it's got to be right sediment, it's got to be the right calcium in the bone, it's got to be so many it's got to be so many variables for an animal to actually fossilise.
I suppose that makes sense as well, why they're so difficult to find.
Yeah. And
because you could be digging directly where a T-Rex died. But if it's not fossilised, the bones are eventually going to disintegrate and
exactly.
they're
rot.
Rot, yeah.
Because as well, like, with animals that die in the woods and stuff, like, it's near on impossible to find a bear skeleton, shall we say. Because, for one, they don't want to get pecked and that to death while they're dead and that, so they go and hide themselves. And two, how nature is, it'd take it back.
Yeah.
Even
very quickly as well.
Very, very quickly. Within a year.
Yeah.
The bones would, because for some reason, when an animal dies out, their bones like scatter.
Yeah.
It's right weird. I don't know how it happens. It's probably like fucking ants like, hey, should we fucking move over?
Yeah, it could be. Or any animal just kicked it, do you know what I mean? Or ran through it.
But yeah, they scatter. And after so long, they're going to break, they're going to disintegrate, they're going to just go. So it just shows like how hard it actually is to get fossils.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably species like we can't comprehend what we'll never know.
Because there's no fossil of them.
Yeah, and there might be one or two.
Especially in today's planet with how fucked it is.
Yeah. How many animals will die out, and the animals that we know die out, how many of them actually are going to... How many of us are going to fossilise? How many of them are going to fossilise?
Probably none.
No, well,
reality of it is the planet.
There'll be a percentage, but it's a very, very low percentage.
Yeah.
It is crazy, actually. I didn't think much of it.
Nah.
But it is crazy, actually, how perfect the environment has to be for it to fossilise.
That's quite mad, actually.
So you could say that about most cryptids. We just haven't dug it up enough earth to find
one. And even if we have dug up enough, that ain't to say that there is one fossilised there. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. You can't go digging up every single spot on Earth to find one.
No, exactly. Because that's what always... It winds me up when they... and it is scientists that wind me up the most. Because it seems like they've got no curiosity anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like... Especially like with Bigfoot or even Nessie. They're saying there's no fossil records. Right, okay. They don't mean there ain't no fossils.
No.
It's just
you haven't found one.
And if you're going to keep saying there's nothing there, you're not really doing your job.
No, that's just narrow-mindedness.
Exactly.
Laziness almost from a scientist aspect.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not here to try and convince everyone to believe in cryptids.
No.
Because I know that everyone's different. And there is a lot of people that they won't believe in something until they see it for themselves, or it is in black and white.
Yeah, even stuff that are genuine nowadays. Like, people know things like murders and that happen, but you're never going to know what a true murder is unless you've seen it. Do you know what I'm getting at? Like,
I know. Like when you witness a murder. Yeah. You can watch as many documentaries, as many films with murder in it. You'll never actually get that full feeling until you've actually witnessed it.
Yeah.
So I'll get that. But so with a skinwalker or a skinwalker-like creature, shall we say, there probably it has been, and it's that whole thing because of in more prehistoric times when there was more than one hominid, like Neanderthals and stuff like that, like. Because we're Homo sapiens.
Yeah. We
used to, like, shag and kill different other hominids, and then that created subspecies.
Yeah.
And for some reason, there could be a subspecies of humanoid creature what has been more well developed in nature, and it just looks a bit different. And they're more predatory than what we are.
Yeah, we look at different breeds of any animal, really. Do like the slightest difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for fuck's sake, there's like 33 million different species of ant. All because each one's got slight little different thing to the others.
Well, it's like, because, I mean, I used to have snakes, and like corn snakes especially. There's so many different colours, they get different sizes. They're all corn snakes.
Yeah.
But either like the mum and dad are different, or there's something like that. There's so many different genetic codes.
Well, it's like, I've got a pond at home. I've got different koi, mate. They're all koi.
Yeah.
But they're all different kinds of koi.
Exactly.
Because, like you said, different colours, different shapes, sizes, whatever, how they grow, what they do. Do you know what I mean? But they're still koi. They're still fish.
Yeah, exactly.
So who's to say that hasn't happened with us? It probably has happened with us.
Yeah.
Judging by evolution, it wouldn't have just stopped at us.
No.
Like you said, there's so many different like hominids in that. It wouldn't have gone down and down and down and down to just humans.
No, yeah.
And there you go, done.
That's right.
There's going to be... What's the word I'm looking for? Fucking...
There's diversity.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's going to be such a diverse... It's like... Well, look at me and you, for instance. Like, I'm white.
Yeah.
I'm black. Like, I'm not being racist, right? It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Because we've just gone different paths.
Yeah.
Our ancestry's gone different paths.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the same with Asian people. It's the same with stuff like that. We're all different.
Yeah, but we're still human.
Yeah. Whereas they're probably, I'd say, a bit less human. They've got, you know what I mean, but they're more human than what we think.
Yeah, well, they're more human than fucking animals, aren't they? So,
well, that's right. Yeah. But
so if you go on with that logic, it's very well possible that they could be out there.
Yeah.
Do I believe the whole actual changing from human or animal? No.
No.
But the Wendigo-esque look and the Skinwalker-esque look, evolutionary-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's where I get where you're coming from with the whole scientist aspect. It is just sheer laziness if they can't look at it like... If people like me and you that have got no fucking scientific background whatsoever...
I have. I've got a diploma in cryptozoology.
Yeah, all right. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, genuine science. No,
Right,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
like, you're not going to get a job at NASA for cryptozoology, are you?
You never know.
Well, you never know, but you know what I'm getting
I
at.
know what you mean, yeah.
If people like us can figure that shit out just by having a simple conversation...
Yeah.
These scientists, they must have figured it out. They just can't be asked to do anything about it. And I think it goes to the case of, it's because if they work it out and they do whatever and they spend money, whatever, to figure out if this thing's true or not, and it isn't true, it's almost like they could be like, well, what was the fucking point then? Yeah. I think it comes down to a case of that. They just don't want to investigate.
They don't want to waste their time.
No, because if the investigation leads to nothing, then it's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
But...
And it's also, there's always that point is, have they been discovered and have they been covered up? Like I spoke about in the Wendigo one, where there's been missing people, there's a lot of cave systems around where there's been missing people.
Yeah.
It's not just where Wendigos are meant to be, that's all over the USA.
Yeah.
And with that, could there be similar like creatures, like Wendigo, Skinwalker? There's one in the Appalachia called Raven Mocker. I ain't going into that.
Sounds like a coffee.
Yeah, I think it is Raven Mocker, isn't it? Or something like that. Spearfinger, there's one as well.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, there's loads of them. But they're all like similar in a sense to human, but they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that could literally just be a branch of us. And they've just evolved or de-evolved or whatever you say to become what they are now.
Yeah.
And then they've like gone off on a branch on their own and it just keeps going. It's evolution.
Yeah,
that's all it comes down to. Evolution.
But because they're classed as like a human predator, we have... If we go in the woods and if we went to the woods and you knew there was a Wendigo-esque, Skinwalker-esque like creature there, are you going to go?
No, what the fuck?
Everyone's going to be like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they don't want people to be like that. They want people to think that they're safe in their little bubble.
Yeah.
We're top dog. Nothing's going to top us. Yeah, you get bear and everything, but you got, they're animals. So there's ways and means.
Yeah, and I suppose it comes into that branch where it's like, what I said with conspiracies with the government and that. Where it's like, if they are hiding this shit, because like you said, they're what keeps in their own little bubble. If that was to ever come out, what the fuck else are they lying about? Exactly. What the fuck else have they been hiding?
Exactly.
And then it just opens a whole can of worms, and you're like,
it seems like they just take it to that one step too far, and they can't go back.
No.
They're like, well, we've got this.
Yeah, the lie's too deep.
Yeah. So they have to like keep it up,
keep
under wraps. And that is the same like with Bigfoot, like because they say like fuck the logging industry for a start.
Yeah.
Because if it gets discovered, it has to be protected.
Yeah.
So that fuck logging up for a start. But then in the same breath, it then boosts tourism.
It would, but
is it going to be the same amount of money as what logging brings?
No,
exactly not. So,
and even if they are protected, still going to be cunts out there trying to kill them. Look at rhinos and elephants and that. Exactly. They're protected, but there's still people after them because they're money grabbing bastards. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Sad reality of it is, with everything we talk about, it goes off to evolution. Is it possible? And then it goes to money.
Yeah. That is it.
And they collide every single time.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, even with Nessie, is there something in there? I seem to think there is.
Yeah.
Some people have been seeing something. I was watching a documentary today, actually, at work. So
yeah.
And there's some good arguments. It's that it always comes back to that picture of that fin with Nessie, because that was genuine.
Yeah.
That hasn't been fake. And there's a picture of Champ. Like from Lake Champlain.
Yeah.
There's a picture. It genuinely looks like a dinosaur's fucking head.
Oh, mad.
And everything. And, well, what we see is what a dinosaur look like. So, when people are seeing something, and it's the same with all the cryptids, like, could it be misidentification? A lot of the time, yeah.
Yeah, of course it can.
Even if 99% is bullshit, it's always that 1%.
But there's always that 1%.
I always say that.
Yeah, and the smallest number becomes the biggest.
Exactly. And I'll never fully believe, but I'll never disbelieve it as well.
Yeah,
I'm on the fence on it all. I'm like with stuff like Bigfoot. I'm leaning on. I fully believe. Skinwalkers, I'm right in the middle because the whole animal shape.
Yeah,
bollocks.
But
the whole actual what could it be?
Yeah, but then also that goes back to the whole with the shaman and the witch doctor-esque. Yeah. That could just be witchcraft fear, and it's just stemmed down. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we know for pure black and white fact, that shamans exist.
Yeah,
witch doctors do exist.
Yeah,
because they're still about now with Native American culture.
Yeah,
they're still about. But the whole outrageous, fantastical things what they said they can do, and is another thing.
Yeah.
But whatever that helps.
But that's what they genuinely believe, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like that belief had to have come from somewhere, even if it was their great granddad.
Yeah.
That come up with it.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can say that about religion full stop, can't you?
Yeah, of course you can.
But there's, like the Christian, they believe there's a big man in the sky.
Yeah.
So could there be? Well, I don't think so. But
that ain't to say that we're right or wrong.
Yeah, no. That's it. If that helps you sleep at night, fucking fair play.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's always, if there's good, there is evil. There's always that. It's a balance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think of skinwalkers themselves. I think it could be a type of creature, what's been lost in evolution.
Yeah.
What we either haven't properly discovered, or they don't want us to know.
Yeah.
Which in some ways, I think I'm more heading towards.
What they don't want us to know.
Yeah. Same with when.
Especially in this day and age, it's a case of. You'd think they'd know by now with technology nowadays and everything. They have a pretty definitive answer.
You say that, but when you see something out of the ordinary, you're not gonna have. I mean, look at the picture of me and you got with David James.
Yeah.
That's just meeting a normal man, and that's still a bit of a blurry photo, and that was a hand's width, an arm's length away. You imagine if you was looking at something what was 100 yards away.
Yeah.
It's not going to be clear.
No, of course not. But even going up beyond that, if you've seen something out of the ordinary, and you haven't got a picture of it or whatever, you've seen that thing. You're then going to tell your friends or family or whatever, and they'll be like, nah, it's bollocks. So you keep it to yourself. But in your mind, you're going, I know what I fucking saw.
Yeah.
You're not exactly going to go running to the government about it or anything, are you?
No, that's true.
So, are people seeing it and just keeping it to themselves?
Keeping it, yeah.
Because it could even just be out of fear.
Yeah.
They're like, the less people know about that fucking thing, the better.
Yeah, but that's like that Bigfoot story I told you about the lad who went to his uncle's.
Yeah.
And the Bigfoot, and he was washing dishes, and he looked out the window, and the Bigfoot was looking at him like from the fence.
Yeah.
And when he went to his uncle went, oh, you've seen him too. Like, his uncle ain't gone out to spoke newspapers and that. Like, that's just the thing he's kept. Like, he just knows.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, the amount of people was actually... Say there's one person who's come forward, there's probably 20 people that haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
For they want to keep themselves, they fear of ridicule.
Or just baffled at what they see. They can't put a definitive answer to it.
Yeah.
They're just like, what the fuck was that thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. But where we go on, for where you can't explain, let's talk about Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Because shit happens there.
Brilliant.
Skinwalker Ranch, or also known as Sherman Ranch, is a property located on a probably 512 acres, 207 hectares, southeast of Ballard, Utah. That is reputed to be a site of paranormal and UFO-related activities. It's given... The name is taken from the Skinwalker of Navajo legend concerning vengeful shamans.
Mm-hmm.
I have got this from Wikipedia. UFO reports in Uinta Basin were publicised in the 70s. Claimed about the ranch first appeared in 1996 in the Salt Lake City, Utah Desert News, and later in the alternative weekly Las Vegas Mercury. As a series of articles by investigative journalist George Knapp. These early stories detailed the claims of a family that alleged experienced inexplicable and frightening events after they purchased and occupied a property. So that was it's Terry and Gwen Sherman.
Right.
They bought the farm.
Yeah.
Even though, it's madly enough, before they bought it, the previous owners, they were on there for about 60 years beforehand. They didn't have anything happen.
Oh, right.
So, but for some reason, ever since Terry and Gwen bought it, weird shit's gone down. Happening. So it's always that bit of...
Yeah.
But then again, are you just going to look like a mad cunt, and do you really want to be known for that?
True.
It's when they first moved in... I do know the story, actually. But when they first moved in, they were unpacking... let's say it's a cattle ranch.
Yeah.
So they got some cattle in, and everything, and they had calves and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They were just unpacking stuff, and all of a sudden this wolf, giant fucking wolf. I mean, like, how big can wolves get? What, they're usually about 3-4 foot high?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm pretty sure this was like 5 or 6 foot high.
Oh, fuck me.
Like at the shoulder. It was fucking massive, black. And it came walking over, and of course Terry got his gun out. But it came with no, like, malicious intent. It came, but walking over, like, really slow and everything, and they was like, this is a bit odd. And they even apparently petted it.
Oh, fucking hell.
They petted this wolf. But the cows were acting very strange. They were, like the whole defensive thing where they were getting the calves in the middle and then the cows go around the outside. But one calf got a bit too close.
Yeah.
Apparently this wolf just changed. And it got the calf by the head and was trying to drag it out of the fence.
Yeah.
And Terry switched. He fired quite a few rounds into this wolf, and to no effect.
Fucking hell.
Wolf didn't bat. So just getting poked. It didn't even bat an eyelid. But eventually, it gave up and walked off. I think the calf had to be put down.
Yeah.
But badly fucked. And they chased it, and they were firing more rounds, and it gets into the tree line, and it seems to just vanish into thin air. Like, they couldn't find any more tracks. It was just gone.
Fucking hell.
Could that have been like legend of the Skinwalker. It's turned into this fucking wolf. I don't know. I don't believe it.
Nah.
It could just be over exaggerated, the size of a wolf, and he's just a bad shot.
Yeah. Either that, or the shots were affecting it, and it just died in the woods later on.
Possibly, yeah. The ranch located in West Uintah County, bordering the Ute Indian Reservation, was popularly dubbed the UFO Ranch due to its 50-year history of odd events said to have taken place there. According to Keller and Knapp, they saw or investigated evidence of close to 100 incidents that include vanishing and mutilated cattle, sightings of unidentified flying objects or orbs, large animals with piercing red eyes that they say were unscathed when struck by bullets, and invisible objects emitted destructive magnetic fields. Among those involved were retired U.S. Army Colonel John B. Alexander, who characterized the NIDS effort. NIDS means... I did have that. National Institute for Discovery Science.
Right.
And that was actually... because out of the Shermans, Robert Bigelow, who's billionaire tycoon, bought it, and he loves anything paranormal. He bought it and got a team, and they were all skeptics. None of them were believers, so I'd be fucked.
Right.
With monsters and shit like that. They had to be skeptics. They had to be like pretty much non-believers. Mm-hmm. Because when something then did happen, it makes it more credible.
Yeah.
Say I went to the woods and come back and said I've seen Bigfoot, you're going to be like, yeah. Because I'm a bit of a believer.
Yeah.
But if, say...
I'd done it.
You done it, it makes it more credible.
Yeah.
So I get why he done that.
Yeah.
And he bought the ranch for $200,000.
Fucking hell.
Which is cheap.
Yeah.
Really. Well,
that's nothing really for a ranch.
500 acres.
That's fucking nothing at all.
Mad, isn't it? I paid that for my fucking bungalow. There's an attempt to get hard data using a standard scientific approach. However, the investigators admitted to difficulty obtaining evidence consistent with scientific publication.
Right.
So pretty much they were just finding it difficult to actually get
anything.
Yeah. Cattle mutilation has been part of the folklore of the surrounding area for decades. When Robert Bigelow purchased the ranch for $200,000, this was reportedly the result of his having been convinced by the stories of mutilations that included tales of strange lights and unusual impressions made in the grass and soil told by the family of the former ranch owner Terry Sherman. Crop circles, basically.
Yeah.
But not everything the Shermans saw on their ranch was skyborne UFOs. They also claimed to see mysterious large animals, most notably a wolf 3 times the size of a normal wolf that Terry shot close range multiple times with a rifle to seemingly no effect.
Yeah.
Then on the night of March 12th, 1997, after the ranch had been sold off, biochemist Cole Keller, working with Bigelow's National Institute for Discovery Science, NIDS, claimed to see a large humanoid creature spying on the research team from a tree. The large creature that lay motionless almost casually in the tree, said Keller. The only indication of the beast's presence was the penetrating yellow light of the unblinking eyes as they stared fixedly back into the light.
The thing is, that could just be any sort of animal, really.
A lot of animals that are tree bound, like owls and that, are red.
True.
Yellow is... Or are they? Or are they yellow?
I think they're yellow.
They are yellow, aren't they? So, could be. Could be an owl. How pissed off would you be? But then again, this bloke, he's meant to be quite an investigator. Wouldn't you have thought he'd have written that off?
Yeah, but at the same time, with how big this went, could it just be another clout thing?
But then again, like I said, they got scientists that were non-believers.
Yeah, that is true.
And, you know, like, if they were, like, saying, oh, no, we saw it, it's going to make it more credible. But even if it was bollocks, they'd just what's the point being a scientist then? You know what I mean? 'Cause
yeah.
They're jeopardising their integrity.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. It's all hearsay.
Yeah, I mean, with the fucking calf mutilations and that could just be any sort of animals just trying to get it.
It's like surgically incisioned, blood drained, not one drop.
Hmm.
Unless they got a lot of El Chupacabras out there.
Could that just be them doing it though? Not the researchers. I mean, this fucking Terry and Gwen fuckers.
Oh, this was after they sold it off.
Ah, right. So none of like the calf mutilations that happened whilst they were there then.
And as well, could a person kill a cow, cut it open without spilling one drop of blood? One drop, not one drop. And these were like cut, like let's say surgically. And I think a lot of them was like it was burnt, like a laser done it. So
it was a Superman
reports. UFOs, mate. I'm just picturing mate with a big hair. Aliens. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From Ancient Aliens. But after Keller fired at the creature with a rifle, it disappeared. It was then that I saw it. A single obvious oval track, about 6 inches in diameter, embedded deeply in the patch of snow. So snowing there.
Mm-hmm.
It looked unusual, a single large print in the snow with 2 sharp claws protruding from the rear of the mark, going a couple of inches deeper. It almost looked like a bird of prey, maybe a raptor print, but huge, and from the depth of the print, from a very heavy creature. So it sounds like it's going towards like an owl, but it's that thud it went on the ground. You know, you get big owls. You got like eagle owls and stuff like that. They're big bird.
Yeah.
They're still quite light though.
All birds are realistically.
They're
light.
Hollow bones.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I'm fucking clever. Good at that, weren't I?
Fucking hell.
So with that, it just makes it more credible that they seen something.
Yeah.
But it sounds weird. Oval. I want to try like. I ain't got any pen or paper. Let's try and draw it. So it's an oval, but at the back of it had 2 claws.
Yeah. What fucking animal even remotely has anything like that?
That's what I mean. It don't. Unless it like spun in mid-air, done like a fucking pirouette, landed down, and ran off. But there was only one single.
One yeah.
What is it? Fucking
hopping.
Yeah.
We've
got the curse of the Jack-in-the-Box. Jack-in-the-Box. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's strange, and there's a new series out. So me and Courtney was watching it. It was on Now TV. It's called the Curse of Skinwalker Ranch. It's actually pretty good, and it's showing like magnetic fields and stuff like that. How some places it's like it goes right mad.
Yeah,
and to the point where it was making a few people sick and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sure.
And so it was stuff like that. They're like lights in the sky, and they tried to recreate it. They couldn't. They found it very, very difficult. They say they could not recreate it. And these are like professionals. Like they live on there. You know, like they ain't got a lot of family and stuff like that. They live on that ranch now, and because Bigelow sold it in the end, and it got bought out by a property tycoon. I can't think. Fugel, I think his name was.
Yeah,
and he's pretty much keeping it going.
Oh right.
Yeah. Like he wants like investigations done, and it's become a really popular place in America.
It's almost becoming like in a way a sort of tourist attraction at the same time.
Post Malone's been there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The Osbournes.
Of course they've been there.
Yeah. There's been a few people there, like because you can't actually go on the ranch They won't let you. No, it's very, very highly secured and everything like that. You can't let an Area 51.
Yeah.
But it's not that hushed up because I mean they're doing a fucking TV show on there.
Yeah.
But it's like not every Tom, Dick, and Harry can go.
Just
on
you can't just go strolling on there.
No. You got to be invited. And it's got the gates and it's got like the hazard. So
like toxic warning signs.
Kind of, yeah. Like it's got all them over it. It looks smart. I'd love to go.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Maybe this podcast reaches them, and
yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing a few investigations out on there.
Yeah, why not? I'm down.
Gotta do a bit of fucking skinwalker hunting. Just gotta get plenty of white ash. What the fuck? How do you get white ash?
Fag ash.
Ain't really white though, is it?
White-ish.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Well, we're all right.
We're good.
Stay in ash.
Yeah. So there's a skinwalker checking this. Quick, just start training.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I did. I watched a bloke on YouTube called Fooster. He plays like computer games and that. But like once you download off computer and that.
Yeah.
And there was one, and that was a skinwalker hunting one.
Mad.
And that was pretty sick. But the skinwalker looked like what the modern Wendigo looks like.
Oh, really?
With stag head and everything. It was pretty sick, though. I did enjoy watching it, because I'm weird. I like watching people play games, but I don't really like playing games myself. I'll get too angry.
Yeah.
When it's don't go right, or if I die too many times, I'll get right pissed off.
Yeah, I get you.
Because I used to be a big gamer in my youth. so we say. But yeah, I remember, what was it? I'm pretty sure it was like Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. And there was one bit I could not fucking do, and I ended up snapping the disc.
Yeah. I've done that countless times.
Yeah, but I felt so sad afterwards.
Yeah.
I love that game. Same like Skyrim and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I even still get like that with the fucking Assassin's Creed games now. And I just want to fucking launch the control. And then you're just like, well, why have I done that? Now I've just made myself more pissed because I can't play it.
Yeah, because I always had Xbox, but I'd have loved the PlayStation just purely for God of War.
One of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
It's so fucking... I cannot wait for the second one.
Well, Ragnarok.
Oh, mate, it's going to be so good.
I loved it how they brought it onto Norse.
Yeah.
Because I think this is the last one with to do with Norse.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Are they going to carry it on? Is he going to go somewhere else?
He'll probably go somewhere else or something.
I hope so, because they are brilliant games.
Yeah.
And I mean, because I love Greek and Norse mythology.
Yeah.
And I know you love Norse mythology.
Yeah.
So they kind of worked in quite well.
I mean, starting to get proper into Greek mythology as well, though.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I told you. Like, a lot of it's fucked. Like, Zeus was a slag.
Oh, yeah. Fucking too right. But even,
good.
like you said with the God of War games, the originals were based on Greek mythology.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I like Greek mythology when there's monsters involved. I think the only one I like is when it's like to do with Troy and Achilles and stuff like that. But, yeah, otherwise it has to have something to do with monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many.
Oh, yeah. Fucking countless.
Hydra, Minotaur, Medusa, Chimera, Typhon, Scylla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it was a
list goes on.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking off the top of my head, like there's so many. And I mean, like every culture's got some sort of monsters.
Yeah,
and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm gonna look at them all. That's what I mean, because I've got right into like Native American mythology and stuff like that, and like because you got even other cryptids like thunderbirds.
Yeah,
like that were just giant fucking birds of prey, pretty much, or a pterodactyl like creature.
Yeah.
And Bigfoot is a big one. Is a massive one. There's cave paintings like 2,000, 3,000 years ago.
Fuck me.
Picturing like a giant hairy humanoid ape.
Yeah.
That's what makes me just believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit like you said, the older it is, the more credible it is.
I think so. If it came about like because it seemed like all monster sightings happened in the 50s.
Yeah.
And it just random, like even like Mothman and shit like that. Like it's just so random, and it's just like okay, all right.
Yeah,
and,
calm down, come on.
And I mean in the 50s and 60s, that's when like Godzilla, King Kong, Jason and the Argonauts, the original Clash of the Titans and everything. where they had monsters.
Yeah.
And everything. Then people were like, well, I've seen this, I've seen that. So it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, alright, yeah.
Nah.
And like with the 30s with Nessie and the Yeti and everything, it just sprung on.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
There's monsters fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Apparently. Like,
but like you said, back then, if there's fucking cave paintings and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, it just makes it more credible.
What the
That's
fuck
why
was that,
I'll never fully, even though I don't think a shapeshifter exists, I'll never fully disbelieve it.
No.
Because...
You'd be naive to.
Yeah, because they've been talking
even
about
if you're 99%.
Years.
Yeah, even if you're 99%, nah, it's bollocks. That 1%.
Yeah. It's just it is just that whole they spoke about it for thousands of years.
Yeah.
It outdates Christianity. It outdates most
religions.
And it just makes that little bit more credible.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I just think, but with Skinwalker Ranch, because it always seems to be right. There's just little pockets where these strange phenomena happen.
Yeah.
Like Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
There's the Bridgewater Triangle. There's always triangles. But the pyramids, they're fucking triangles, and they're mysterious as fuck. But yeah, it's just, there is a lot of, what can I say? Yeah, it's just little pockets where it just seems to be a lot of phenomena.
Yeah. Almost like, I get it, like, if something originally was there, but it seems it's getting to the point now where it's like, you're just saying it's there because that's where it originally, like, word came from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's where the original story is from. Yeah. Kind of like the Bermuda Triangle, because, I mean, when was the last boat or plane that's gone missing there?
Fuck knows.
No, exactly. So, and I think if a plane or a ship did go missing and it would pass through it, it'd be like front page news.
Yeah.
Because of it being a Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Well, it's like when I first heard about that missing Malaysian flight.
Yeah.
I instantly thought Bermuda Triangle. And there's nowhere fucking near it.
Yeah, exactly. It was nowhere near it, like you said. But that's what I don't get with even with UFOs and a lot of this phenomena. It's always in little pocket places. It's not like
here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. Does that make it credible? I don't know. I don't think so.
It's a bit of a catch-22, that one. Because in some cases you could be like, yeah, okay, it makes it more credible because if it was here, there, and everywhere, it'd be a case of, oh yeah, okay, nice one.
Yeah.
But then it depends what the story is. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and what is there?
Yeah.
What is there for all this phenomena that's happening? Yeah. Yeah, I do get that.
Like, for argument's sake, with Mothman.
Yeah.
If just in one spot, it'd be less credible because it'd be like, okay, whatever. But the fact, like you said, it apparently was spotted at Chernobyl, 9/11, or do you know what I mean? Makes it more credible-ish because it's like, if he's meant to be like a harbinger of doom or like a warning or something, it makes sense for him to be in all these fucking places.
Yeah. But so you think with like Bermuda Triangle and stuff like that, it makes it less credible?
No, that's what I mean. Like with the story, like Bermuda Triangle, it makes it more credible because it's in the one spot.
Right.
So it really does depend on the story and what's there.
Hang on, you've just contradicted yourself there.
However,
because you said if Mothman was in one spot, it made it less credible.
Yeah.
But you say
that's
triangles in one spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Credible. It depends on the story. What's
right
about it?
I was like, hang on a minute. You just
if there was for argument's sake, if there was a Bermuda Triangle here, there, and everywhere, it'd be less credible. But because it's in the one spot, and the stories that go along with it, with the planes and boats missing, it makes it more credible.
Yeah, I'll get you there.
Mothman, if he was in just one spot, it'd make it less credible because he's here, there, and everywhere. Meant to be warning people, makes it more.
Yeah.
Get what I mean?
Or bringing it on.
Yeah.
Can.
Dickhead.
Yeah. So, where do you stand on skinwalkers, Josh?
Like I said, I think the whole shape-shifting thing, nah. Do I believe there's something out there like that? Again, like we said, off the top of my head, no, but there's always that chance. If it was to exist, I think, like we said earlier, it'd be some sort of like branch of humanoid that's just been lost in evolutionary records or whatever.
Or a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, something along them lines.
Yeah.
So,
And it doesn't mean I'm a full believer of fucking werewolves and dogmen. Don't mean that. But there is some good cases.
Yeah.
On that, yeah. There is some very good cases. Like there's a famous one's the Beast of Bray Road.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very famous one, and the Michigan Dogman.
Yeah.
That's a very, very big, famous one. The Beast of Gavardon, which was in France. That was an actual. Well, would I say story? Well, it's a bit of history.
Oh, really?
It was a French village and that, and it got decimated by some wolf-like creature.
Mad.
Yeah, it got decimated. I think they did kill it in the end, but it took a lot of firepower. Let's put it that way. So it's all hearsay with that kind of thing. But I'm on my feeling is if it is a creature, an actual thing, it's a branch of humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Wendigo-like creature.
Yeah, I agree.
The whole shapeshifting thing, they've just seen like foxes acting up. If heat stroke, act it to something like that. Because I've seen like videos of like deer where they don't look right.
Yeah,
and they call them not deer.
Yeah,
I've
heard of that
name.
It really is.
Excuse me. I need to pack up smoking. Yeah, they do look fucking strange. Like I've seen clear as day video, and their heads are like jolted up and all that.
Yeah,
crooked and that. They look fucked. Like I don't know. There must be some inbreeding or something.
Yeah, it could be a number of things. Disease, anything.
Yeah, which made them work. That's like when you see rabbits with mitzi.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's got to be something like that. But when you look at it, you think that don't look like a normal animal.
No,
like a normal deer. You think there's something evil afoot.
Yeah,
skinwalker.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna do that every time. Man. I'm gonna see an animal like acting right straight, but fucking skinwalker. Every time, man.
Fuck you know. Fuck's sake.
Look at that dog. He's only got 3 legs.
Skinwalker, that's why.
No, he got bitten off. Nah, skinwalker. That's what I want you to believe. I'm telling you. I'm gonna fucking next time Josh could come round and go white ash everywhere. It's coming for me. This dog winked at me. It's fucking skinwalker, I'm telling you.
Fucking Jesus.
But also like what we were saying, like the whole TV shows and everything, like with Van Helsing, that brings on with vampires and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be a sick show with like Native American like things?
Yeah.
Like Wendigo, like Skinwalker.
It'd be brilliant.
Like Thunderbird. Wouldn't that be fucking unreal?
That'd be brilliant.
Why no one has actually thought of it? Maybe because they don't want it to be made because you're glorifying it.
Could be. Could also be maybe paying respect to people that genuinely believe it, like the tribes and all that sort of thing.
But so there's people that genuinely believe in vampires. Look at fucking Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Fuck them.
They're weird.
They're weird.
Like, I mean, when we were kids and that, I used to fancy Megan Fox. Every boy did.
Nah,
she's fucking weird, mate.
But mate, tapped.
Absolutely tapped. But and there's people that truly believe that they're vampires
because of the whole drinking blood shit.
Yeah, they genuinely believe that, and there's, you know what I mean. And it's like that fucking video of that bloke who says, what does he say? But on the inside, I'm actually a wolf.
Oh, I know levels except physical. I am a wolf.
Yeah. And it's just like, there's people that actually genuinely think that.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck?
What are you taking?
I joined a group on Facebook. I ain't gonna say it out respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was to do with like research and everything like on Dogman and that. There was people on there like, how do I become a werewolf? And shit like that. There was like people on there like, I am a werewolf. And honestly,
you're a
man,
wanker.
I've never cringed so hard. I folded up like some sort of origami shit. I was like, what the fuck is
them
this?
Fucking people that dress up as dogs.
Oh, what are they called? Fairies or something?
Weirdos, that's what they're called.
Yeah, there's that. Like, what's this world coming to? It really is that. What's wrong with just getting out, going to work, getting home from work, having a pint, and talking about shit, like what we do?
Oh, it's just
they're just fucking weird people, mate. When we go hunting, I'm using them twats as bait.
Yeah, too right. But imagine that though. You're like, oh, babe, feeling horny? Yeah, cool. I'll go get the tail. Yo, what the fuck? Give it like, hang on, what? Hold the bus. What? Fucking, what's the safe word? Pineapples. What you want about fucking tail? You're like, fucking, there was that one on this morning, weren't there? With the whole mask and everything.
No,
proper like gimp suit mask with the fucking dog thing. No. And it's like, they're saying to it like, oh, so what do you do? It's like, I'll just be a dog. So what? It's like, so when you drink and that, it's like, yeah, I drink it out of a bowl. It's like, you got to give me treats and walk me. I'm like, eh?
Oh, I have seen a program. It was a woman who liked to pretend to be a horse.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know you always had that one girl at school who pretended to be a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes at the shows and everything. Honestly, I've never been so weirded out in all my life. But I thought,
no.
What is going on up there?
Oh.
That's the right. Whatever we talk about on Myths and Mysteries of Black and White, the biggest fucking mystery is the human brain.
Yes, it really is.
It is the human brain.
Something in there don't work.
It baffles me.
Innit?
Like, yeah, a lot of people might think I'm weird because I study cryptozoology, because I like monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's a fascination.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come around one day and you're dressed up like the fucking Loch Ness Monster going, are you? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Ed, please. I'm begging you. I'm fucking begging you. Please do not. Slap you. I'll fucking slap you. Let's sort it out. You need help.
Ed's not here right now.
I'll shave you up, bruv.
Fucking good and all.
Fucking Jesus.
But that's what I think I'm about done with Skinwalker.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, if you want to go into a rabbit hole, just put Skinwalker on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah.
There is loads of stuff. A lot of it it'll probably go on about Skinwalker Ranch. And stuff like that, like cattle mutilations. Mm-hmm. But if you do try and find like stuff actually about skinwalkers and that, like, because there's people, they won't even say the word skinwalker, they go, it's the S word. Like, yeah, genuine, because they're so paranoid that of it being an actual thing that it's going to hunt them down.
For those of you that are listening and think like that, Skinwalker, 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 Skinwalker.
Well, we was doing well in America, but I don't think we are now. But no, if that is your true belief,
yeah, fair enough. I'm only fucking around.
Yeah, the thing is, they won't see it like that.
Yeah, but right, that's my personality. I can't help it.
Yeah,
I'm a wind-up merchant. All right, that's me to a core. I can't help it. I'm not meaning it in offence any way, shape, or form. I'm just a wind-up merchant.
But to be fair, the amount of times I've said Skinwalker already, they turned off fucking an hour ago.
Well, they would have seen the title and probably not even clicked it. So
there is that, and the same with Wendigo. A lot of people won't say the word Wendigo.
Really?
Because that's its actual name. They think it's gonna come after them. But in a way, we're quite safe in the UK.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Turns out, there's some sort of creature like that in the UK.
Yeah.
UK folklore, but I haven't heard about like that.
Nah, no.
The only thing is, it's like ghouls or.
But even then,
boogeyman of some
sort. Even then, like the boogeyman's a story. Come on, it is.
So's it all.
Yeah, but is boogeyman like? Did that come from like a myth or something like that, or?
I think so. I think it's just like a general name for it, but I'm pretty sure we've probably got our own.
Thing is, when you say boogeyman, I just think the old wrestler that used to eat the worms.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking gyrating on his way to the fucking ring and shit.
Yeah.
That's the Tap Donny I think of.
But let's say every culture has got their own boogeyman. The Algonquin is the Wendigo, the Navajo is the Skinwalker. And there's probably countless more. I haven't really looked that much into it. But like I say, there is the Raven Mocker, which is...
I'm pretty sure that's a coffee. I swear down, I've heard that in Costa. A Raven Mocker. Raven Mochaccino.
Oh, fuck it. It is... Because I spoke about it on Mountain Monsters. Oh, what? Cherokee? Or... Yeah, something like that. It's a different tribe. They've got their own...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was one of theirs. And they'd say they've all got their own boogeyman of sorts.
But should we think about it? We're quite lazy if ours is literally just called Boogeyman.
Well,
if they're all their own, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's because of what we know as.
I know, but it's so boring.
Yeah, they're probably
Wendigo, Skinwalker, Boogeyman.
Yeah, but they could be like, oh, they've got their own Skinwalker.
Yeah,
they've got their own Wendigo. It's called the Boogeyman. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah.
Or it's a ghoul.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They in Norse they got the Dragars, didn't they? Or Drauga.
Begins with a D.
That if you look at them, like kind of zombified.
Yeah.
That's their own fucking Wendigo, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got their own Wendigo. There's a Drauga. That's their boogeyman. You know what I mean? So every culture has got one.
Yeah.
And if you know of any different names for different types of boogeymen in different cultures, please let us know. Like you've got Japanese, the Oni or the Oni or whatever they're fucking called. Yeah, Oni. Yeah. Well, you got demons. Like you could say like it looks like a demon.
Yeah.
Of some sort. Troll. The Aswang.
Ah, man, like Aswang. My future son's name.
Jotuns.
Oh, Jotuns, yeah.
Yeah, so they've all...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So many...
Different ones.
But yeah, I think I'm done with Skinwalker.
Yeah.
If anyone's got anything to add, please let us know over Facebook, Instagram. Like Facebook is Mr. Mysteries in black and white. Our Instagram is just Mr. Mysteries _.
Yeah.
But I think on the thing it's called Mr. Mysteries black and white, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Or something like that. It should come up. Or on our email, which is Josh.
MrMysteries@outlook.com.
Yeah, or comment on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel is gonna progress.
Yeah.
I think at the minute, because it's just an audio, you ain't gonna go to YouTube for an audio.
No, not
really. A lot of the time. So I think we
do want to do more stuff with the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We have got stuff planned to do with the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and if anyone's got any ideas, please let us know on the platforms we've just mentioned. Sorry.
Yeah.
DM us. Or I think if on the Facebook especially, like you see Josh post when every time we upload, or sometimes I'll put a picture on there or something. Either DM us privately, about something, like you might say, "Oh, you've missed this bit," or you could have said this as well.
Yeah,
like, we'll bring it into like
one way or another,
and as well, even though we've got quite a few questions, we want more. Yeah, so please get on there. Thank you to everyone who has sent us a question already. Very much appreciated. And yeah, I think just let us know. Just talk to us.
Yeah, please be our friends.
Yeah. So yeah, Josh, what have we got next week?
Next, we're actually going to be doing our first serial killer.
Yeah,
arguably the most notorious serial killer in U.S. history, Ted Bundy.
Oh, so yeah, he's a boogeyman of sort.
Yeah.
And they call Michael Myers a boogeyman as well, don't they? You know what I mean? So
yeah, we're talking about some of the cases of Ted Bundy, what he was like as a person, the fact that he represented himself in court, how he managed to get away with it for so long, all kinds of things when it comes to him, and the mindset as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I'm like we said on this episode, like the amount of people what's like gone dark. They love shit about serial killers, true crime documentaries and stuff like that. I'm one of them people. Yeah. And I know you are too.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was like during like lockdown and that, so many things come out about
it. You had nothing else to do but watch them, really.
Yeah. And it just it kept your mind going and stuff. So I I hate Ted Bundy for what he done.
Well, yeah.
But I'm very interested in his personality.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that is it. We're not glorifying them.
No, of course not.
But it's just the interest of, like...
Where did this come from? How did it start? Do you know what I mean? Like, what made him do it, basically?
Everyone loves a monster.
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
fucking one.
By far.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ed said, be sure to email us at missingmysteries@outlook.com. Follow us on the Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube, and follow us on various podcast platforms such as Spotify, Amazon, Podchaser, Player FM, Samsung Podcast, and a partridge in a pear tree. But no, I think that's it.
Yeah. How did you think it went?
Oh, I actually really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. No, I've always been interested in stuff, but I've never heard of Skinwalker until about 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And like I say, most of my research is on Bigfoot and other cryptids like that, and Wendigo. But I've got lately, like last few months, I've got very interested in Skinwalkers.
If you have any questions or anything about Skinwalkers or anything in particular, feel free to let us know.
Yeah.
But
we'll get back to you.
Yeah,
either
exactly.
Privately, or if you want us to talk about it on the podcast, we'll do that.
Yeah, more than happy to do that. But no, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.